Before we get to today's video, I just want to say that I will be dropping a song this week on this channel, the NFC East Champion song, man. So make sure you guys have your post notifications turned on so you can listen to the song. It's already done. I promise you it's fire, and I promise you it's going to get us turned for this weekend's wild card game versus Tampa Bay. So it should be out sometimes this week. Just have your post notifications on and get it hyped down below. Who's ready for the song, man? So with that out the way, let's get straight into today's video. YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with yet another Washington football team video, and in today's video, we're here to talk about who should start at quarterback versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in a wild card game, Taylor Heineke or Alex Smith. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case, our Washington football team. And let's get straight into today's video. So Alex Smith, Taylor Heineke. Before we even get into that, I just want to say I feel bad for Ron Rivera, man. This dude should be a Coach of the Year candidate, not even for everything he's been through, but the fact that he's been having to switch quarterbacks all year long, and even in going into the wild card game playoffs, he still doesn't know who's going to play quarterback this weekend. This guy deserves to be Coach of the Year, man. He's had one hell of a 2020, you know what I'm saying? Not even talking about the stuff that he's dealing with personally, but just his team. And he led this team to the playoffs, and he still doesn't know who's going to be playing quarterback. So with that being said, that leads me to my next point. Ron Rivera and JP Finley had a conversation, and he said basically that he isn't opposed to making a QB change, but they'll consider it. So it's not confirmed, guys. He's not, settled in on Alex Smith or Taylor Heineke, but we more than certain know that Alex Smith is going to be the starter if he is in fact healthy. He considered making a QB change last game, and then he said no, he decided to stick with Alex Smith, and obviously that led us to be the champions of the NFC East. So Ron Rivera is well aware of what's going on. Alex Smith does not look 100%. You know what I'm saying? You can clearly see it. He can't drive off his foot how he wants to, and sometimes he thinks that he can get out of pressure that he normally would be able to get out of if he never, in fact, didn't hurt his legs. He's mentally still in that mindset that he could still make this play with his legs, but he physically just can't do it, and it's taking a toll on him. After the game, he admitted to saying that the calf actually tightened up on him mid-game, but he decided to gut it out, and so did Terry McLaurin. Said that the ankle started to hurt a little bit, but he gutted it out. These guys are some soldiers, you know what I'm saying? So with Alex Smith, I honestly would not be surprised if we stick with him being a quarterback, but at the same token, I would not be surprised if we do go with Taylor Heineke to start this Saturday versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We should start at quarterback for Washington, Alex Smith or Taylor Heineke. Now you guys know I'm a big Alex Smith guy. If you was in my stream, I got to answer this question a million times yesterday. So me personally, this is what I would do if I'm Ron Rivera. If Alex Smith can get the go, and you talk to Ryan Vermillion as he said he will throughout the week to see how Alex Smith is going to play. He already said that he has a plan for Antonio Gibson, Terry McLaurin, and also Alex Smith to be ready for the wild card game Saturday. So we already know Alex Smith is going to be the starter by default if he in fact can go. But if he cannot go, I will start Taylor Heineke. But if he in fact could go, I'm going to roll with Alex Smith because obviously he's healthy enough to be prepared to go. Now here's the thing with Alex Smith that a lot of people may not know is that Alex Smith is 2-5 in the playoffs, and that's really not a good record. So I understand why a lot of people are going to be like, hey, if he's not healthy and he doesn't really have a good playoff record, why put him out there? And that's also a good point. You know what I'm saying? Taylor Heineke could probably go out there and do some things, but we don't know. And me personally, last week just wasn't the time to put him into, with the division on the line, I wouldn't have started him because there's just so much on the line. If he would have went out there and threw 3 picks, you guys would have been screaming for Alex Smith to go in. You know what I'm saying? I understand Alex did throw 2 picks. I'm not oblivious to what happened. I understand that Alex Smith played bad, but I just felt like he gave us the better chance to win. Now for Saturday, that's up in the air, but in my opinion, I think that Alex Smith gives us the better chance to start at least. You know what I'm saying? And like I told you guys, I'm not really, confident in Taylor Heineke as I am Alex Smith, but at the same time, if we do have to roll with him, so be it. You know what I'm saying? He showed flashes. It's not like we're going in his blind. Now, if he never played, versus Carolina, then I would be a little bit, nervous. Although I'm not fully confident in Taylor Heineke, I'm more confident than I am after seeing him play in Carolina because I know he's able to play. But this is the thing. Alex Smith brings so much more to the huddle than just his play on the field. His presence, his veteran, leadership, him being in that huddle telling guys, hey, you run this route, you do that. Your blocking assignment is this, and just putting guys in the right spot. You're asking for Taylor Heineke to replicate that, and who's to say that he can do it? Who's to say he can't do it? But I would rather put my trust in the veteran leader, Alex Smith, knowing that he's done it before, because Taylor Heineke, you don't know. You're basically just flipping a coin. You're hoping he can do that, and that's not, something guaranteed. Taylor Heineke, I'm not even going to be mad if he has to start and we end up losing, because you guys are asking for a guy who was studying 3 weeks ago at Old Dominion University and not even worried about football to come in here and win you a playoff game versus Tampa Bay. That's why I'm just like, if Alex Smith goes out there and we lose, I'm going to be furious, because Alex Smith, he's done it. He's been there before. I know he's hurt. He's been there before, though, so he knows how to win. Taylor Heineke, if he has to start and we lose and he plays bad, the whole fan base is going to be turning on Taylor Heineke. But me, I'm going to be sitting back like, hey, I'm not mad, because you expect a guy to come in here and win you a game versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a good defense, a good offense, a good all-around team. That's not likely, you know what I'm saying? With Alex Smith, I understand that he's not mobile. We need a guy that's going to be mobile. I understand that. Read options, RPOs, I understand that. I really do. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not mad if we start Taylor Heineke. My confidence level in him just wouldn't be as high as it is with Alex Smith. So with that being said, if Alex Smith is 50%, 75%, don't start him. Start Taylor Heineke. What's the plus of starting Taylor Heineke, you may ask? Taylor Heineke is coming in. They have a little film on him. They have that 9 minutes of film on Taylor Heineke. You know what I'm saying? And he showed a lot. So maybe they do have enough on him, but I highly doubt that. They're missing their 2 linebackers, Devin White and Shaq Bird. You know what I'm saying? They also have an injured wide receiver in Mike Evans. So they do have some missing pieces on the defense. You know what I'm saying? So maybe Taylor Heineke could take advantage of that with some read options, with some RPOs. That's something Alex Smith probably couldn't do. So it is some positives of starting Taylor Heineke, but I just don't know is if you want to start him on a primetime wildcard game, or would you go with the veteran? My thinking is, if Ron Rivera thinks that Alex Smith, and if Alex Smith says that he's healthy enough, he's going to roll with Alex Smith, no question. But then I hope Ron Rivera makes the right decision and sees that if Alex Smith isn't healthy, if he's not 100%, you have to start Taylor Heineke. So me, right now, although I'm leaning more towards Alex Smith, I wouldn't be too mad if Taylor Heineke has to start. I'm in the middle, and whoever in fact starts, I'm going to be behind them 100%. Whether that's Alex Smith, Taylor Heineke, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to win this playoff game versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, Taylor Heineke, Alex Smith, whoever it may be, lead us to the promised land, and we have a whole full week to talk about this even more. I just wanted to come on here and talk about Alex Smith and Taylor Heineke, because it's the biggest question going into Tampa Bay. Who is going to play quarterback for the Washington football team? And quite frankly, I just think it's unfair to the offense, because they just can't get settled to one quarterback. Each and every week it seems like it's a new play caller in there for those guys. So I just hope Ron Rivera makes the right decision. I hope he's evaluating these guys as they do prepare for Tampa Bay. And the last thing I wanted to talk about that was also a possibility is, could they run a 2-quarterback system? What I mean by that is, what if we let Alex Smith play the whole first half, and we know his calf muscle tends to tighten up on him in the second half, and then we put in Taylor Heineke, whether he's playing good or bad? That's the 2-quarterback system that I'm talking about, and that could really be a possibility. You know what I'm saying? Because although Alex Smith may be balling, and if he's balling in the whole game, whole first half, and he says, hey coach, I feel good, I can go out there and do it, then you keep him in. What we've seen since Alex Smith sustained this calf injury, he's not known to finish a whole game 100%. So maybe to prevent him, hurting his calf muscle even more, if we do in fact win this game versus Tampa Bay, maybe we put him in the first half and let Taylor Heineke, come in the second half, and then he could throw off the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense a little bit. You see where I'm trying to go here? So that could really be an option for Ron Rivera, and it's just a tough decision that Ron Rivera has to make, and I just hope Coach Ron Rivera makes the right decision, and whatever decision he goes with, I'm hopping in the car, and I'm going to ride with Ron Rivera till we win a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's me, boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe, help to watch the football team. You know I'm Team Alex, but I am also Team Heineke. Whoever they go with, I'm going to be fine with. So let me know what you guys think down below about this video. Like, comment, subscribe, help to watch the football team. I gave you my opinion on the floor is yours. Don't forget that I will be dropping an NFC East champion song sometime this week. So get hyped down below. I promise you it's fire. It's me, boy Juan Gotti. I'm out. Peace.